Hello everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. Today I'm working on a single page spread in my square Dylusions journal. I've already added some gesso to the page and I'm just starting off with some gloss sprays. So the colour that I've used first is eggplant and then this one is marine, and you can see I'm just pouring them on. It's not like me, I don't normally like the unpredictability of this, but I thought I'd give it a try. And actually I quite like the effect when it was finished. So I've also added some heather onto there as well, and then I'm just letting it drip down the page. Then I thought I'd use the stencil and spray with the white gloss spray through onto the background, but I didn't like it, so wiped it away while it was still wet. Then tried the same thing with the circle stencil, but the gloss spray was being naughty and not really spraying properly. Oh dear. Was one of those days. So there we go. I thought, wow, okay, we'll just go with the drippy look, so we'll let it run down. So then I got the Squoval stencil by Dina Wakley and some white paint and just added some of that to the background instead. This is the Mantra stencil and I'm just using that with some, I think it's Fuchsia, just to add a little bit of text onto the background. Then I'm drawing a face. This was a page where I knew I wanted to put a face on the background as the focal point, and I'm just using the Jane Davenport License to Quill pen to draw the outlines, and then using a bit of it onto the mat and then a bit of water just to add some shadows to the face. So once that was cut out and decided where I was going to put it, then I grabbed Dina Wakley's Collage Collective. So I was going to stamp using the Scribbly Bird stamp set and just put some birds on there. So I started with this one here on the pinky colour, cut it out, put it in place, and then decided that it was too similar to the background and didn't really stand out enough. You'll see what I mean when it goes down. It kind of disappears. So I did stamp another one on there, and then I found a page that was a little bit more orangey. It was a bit more of a contrast, just to stamp this bigger bird on there and cut that out, and it really did stand out a lot better. So sometimes it's important to think about contrasting colours when you're adding extra bits and bobs onto your pages. So I knew that I wanted 3 birds, and then it was just a case of deciding where they were going to go, which ones I was going to use. Lots of faffing about. And that was what I went with in the end. So once they were all stuck in place, I just added some catch lights in the eyes using a white gel pen, a little bit of colour in the cheeks using the Jane Davenport Palette pastels, and then just started to do a little bit of writing on the page. I also did some journaling on the hair of the face that I had drawn. And then using a Posca pen, I just wrote my other words onto the page. Then using a white gel pen, I'm just adding a bit more detail onto those letters, just outlining them. And there we go, there's the finished page. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.